I was 17 when this happened. It was one of those random Friday nights where nobody had real plans, so we just decided to crash at my friend Tyler's house. His parents were out of town for the weekend, but his older sister was technically in charge. She stayed upstairs in her room the whole time and didn't really care what we were doing as long as we kept it quiet. There were 4 of us. We ordered pizza, played Xbox in the basement, and just did the usual stupid stuff you do when you're 17 and think you're invincible. Tyler's basement was half finished. There was a couch, a TV setup, a small bathroom, and then an unfinished storage area separated by a doorway with no actual door, just an open frame. That unfinished part was darker than the rest because there were no proper lights, just a small pull-string bulb near the back. Around 2:30 a.m., we were all exhausted. We turned everything off and decided to sleep down there instead of going upstairs. The basement was almost completely dark, except for the tiny red standby light on the TV and the digital clock on the cable box. I fell asleep pretty fast. I don't know what time it was when I woke up, but it was still dark. At first, I thought nothing of it. Sometimes you just wake up randomly in the middle of the night. Then I heard something. It sounded like a soft thud. Not loud, not dramatic, just something that didn't belong. I assumed it was one of my friends rolling off the couch or bumping into something in their sleep. I didn't move. I just listened. About 10 seconds later, I heard it again. This time, it was clearer. It sounded like something shifting against concrete. And that's when I realized it was coming from the unfinished part of the basement. I slowly lifted my head just enough to see toward that open doorway. At first, I didn't see anything, just darkness. Then I saw movement. Not fast, not obvious, just a shape adjusting slightly, like someone shifting their weight. My brain immediately tried to rationalize it. Maybe one of the guys got up and went over there for some reason. Maybe someone was messing with me. So I whispered, "Tyler?" No response. I waited, and then I heard breathing. It wasn't close. It was coming from that dark storage area. Slow, steady, not panicked, just breathing. My heart started pounding so hard I could feel it in my ears. I slowly reached for my phone beside me and turned the brightness all the way down before unlocking it. The second I turned on the flashlight, I pointed it toward the doorway, and whatever was there moved, fast. I didn't get a clear look at a face. I just saw the outline of a person step backward, deeper into the darkness. That's when I finally sat up and said louder, "Who's there?" Now everyone started waking up. Tyler mumbled something like, "What?" I didn't take my eyes off that doorway. I said, "Someone's down there." Tyler immediately grabbed his phone too and turned on his flashlight. The 2 beams of light hit the storage area. It was empty, completely empty. But something felt wrong. Tyler stood up and walked toward it. I told him not to, but he did anyway. The rest of us got up too. The storage area had old boxes, some paint cans, and random junk. Nowhere obvious to hide. But then Tyler said, "Dude." The small basement window near the back, the kind that's level with the ground outside, was open. Not wide open, just enough. The screen was pushed in. We all just stared at it. None of us had opened that window, and it definitely wasn't open earlier because it was cold outside, and we would have felt it. That's when we heard something upstairs. Footsteps. Heavy, fast footsteps. Tyler's sister started yelling from upstairs, asking why the back door was open. We all froze. The back door connected to the backyard, which meant whoever had been in the basement didn't just leave through the window. They came upstairs and left through the back door. We ran upstairs and the back door was wide open, cold air rushing in. Tyler's sister was standing there pale, asking what was going on. We told her someone had been in the basement. She immediately called 911. Police showed up within 10 minutes. They checked the yard, the street, everywhere. They found muddy footprints under the basement window. But whoever it was, they were gone. Nothing was stolen. Nothing was damaged. The cop told us sometimes people check houses like that. They look for unlocked windows. They wait to see if anyone notices. I still think about the fact that I woke up. If I hadn't, we would have all been asleep while some random person stood 10 feet away from us in the dark, just watching.